Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 6 a.m. Swingers Club Kettlebell training with the famous Sensei David Hills.
And Coach Kendra McLaughlin.
Thought would be funny this morning. It's Tuesday morning. So happy to have you here with us this morning, joining us. And we're going to talk a little bit about food. So I thought we would I just want to kind of do an overview about some facts or some things that I know about food. And this is just from my experience. And the first thing is most average people, and we're not average, right?
Yeah.
You're not average. Most average people eat way too much food. And over the years, I've seen lots of fluctuating information regarding how much food we should eat. I used to work out with weights, and the information that I read about and received when working out with weights is that we had to eat every 2 hours. I was eating 7 meals a day, and this is recent. I was eating a lot of food. What I have discovered more recently is that the human body can't even digest that much food, and our bodies do not need all of that food. And that's why we have so many people, average people, that are overweight or that are having a hard time losing weight. It's because they're not moving their bodies and they're eating way too much food. The other point is we're eating the wrong kinds of food. And if you go into an average grocery store, literally we skip probably 4 or 5 aisles in the grocery store. We go around the edges, which is the fruits and vegetables. We do eat meat. We are not vegan. We are meat eaters. So we do lean meat. And I'll talk about that in a second. Eggs. I eat hardly any dairy. I eat Greek yogurt. We do not go down the bread aisle. We do not go down
the candy aisle.
Well, he goes down the candy aisle and looks at it.
I'll look at it.
But the other thing is processed foods in packages. A no-no. It's
stay out of the aisle.
Full of and read labels. Take a look at the labels. But here's my advice. So when there's so much information out there, and it's always fluctuating. Every few years you hear something different about what you should be eating, what you shouldn't be eating. You really have to take the time. You have to be willing to be open-minded and learn and really do some research on your own. There's a lot of YouTube channels these days that you can kind of take a look at. And the other thing is for me, I read my body well. So you have to be able to read your body. Make sure you have a physician if you have any serious medical questions. Make sure you have, but you can also find a coach, someone who is working out, someone who has a good handle on their health. Don't pick somebody that doesn't have their health and fitness, under wraps. You want to find somebody that has some information and has their life going on. But everybody's different. I eat a little bit differently than David. We're all different human beings. So you have to kind of take in information, assess how it's doing with your body, and then you can change it as you go along. Super important to be able to have that open mind when it comes to food and eating and fueling. And the mindset is, it's instead of it making it, eating should be pleasurable, but it's also, for me, I think of it as fuel for my body. So that's my first and foremost thought. And then obviously I do enjoy lots of things. Like we had ice cream yesterday because it was 90 degrees here in Maine. But we also had a nice salad with some beautiful steak on the top with a homemade olive oil dressing. So we try to eat well. So those are the kind of the tips. Tomorrow I'll be talking about fasting and give you some information about what we know about fasting and where you can find more information about fasting and what it does for your body, particularly as you age. And this is an interesting topic, and we'll go over that tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned tomorrow because the fasting thing is really very interesting. if I would have thought that I could have gone without food for more than a day, I mean, just the thought of it used to terrify me. And some of it is psychological because there were times where I didn't have a lot of food when I was raising my own kids. So some of it was psychological. Without food was terrifying to me. But anyway, so those are some really simple tips. Open mind, gather information, go to more than one source to get your information, read your body, understand what your body is saying to you, and then try different things to find your way and your right way of eating and fueling your body, because everybody is different. Today's Tuesday. We're super happy to be here with you today. Look how happy he is. Sometimes when I look back on these, you're so serious sometimes. Actually, he's the joker of the family. He's the one that's always joking around. But we're very happy to be here with you to bring you this information about the kettlebell workout, because it has changed his life, and now it's changing my life. And it's just a unique workout that has been around for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. It's simple. It's not easy.
New to us here in the States.
It's simple, but it's not easy. And it works not just your muscles, but your connective tissue, which helps you as you get older and helps you move. And I know I say this every day, but for those of you who are new that are tuning in, it's really important to know those details about what it's doing for us, because it's not just about going to a gym and working out and getting big muscles and looking sexy. It has to do with your whole body fitness and how your body works. So what will we be working on this morning, Sensei?
Today we'll be working on trying to get my calves moving again. But other than that, we're gonna do some side bend stuff and just a general workout.
We went hiking. If you guys weren't here yesterday.
We went mountain climbing.
Yes, it was okay. He said we were going on a little hike. We were climbing rocks. Well, I mean, I'm not talking rocks. I'm talking on the edge of a rock. I was, you have to tune into
Tumble Down Mountain. It's a really, really cool little hiking trip.
Yeah.
Very challenging.
I was scared to death.
But back to the food thing, really, my take on it is something that I learned from Dr. Hunnell, one of the local doctors here, and he said, it's basic. If it's not water, don't drink it. If it's not a plant or an animal, don't eat it. Walk an hour a day and get plenty of sleep. You'll be healthy. This is the truth. We eat the wrong things, and we tend to eat too much of it, and we don't move enough. It's basic. It's basic. What we need to do to stay healthy is quite simple. It's just generally not done. So, and for God's sake, don't listen to the government when it comes to what to eat. Just don't. They're not the ones that know. They never have. They want to tell you, oh, it's settled science. Bullshit. There's no such thing as settled science.
The other point, I'll just make this one point, is that one of the things that I'm proud of, and I know David is too, is that we are no medications. We're in our 50s and we are on 0 medications. And that's huge, because there's so many people that nowadays, as soon as you go to a physician or a doctor and you have an ailment, the first thing they want to do is put you on a drug. There's so many ways.
Just say no.
Yeah, there's so many ways to deal with some of the things that people are afflicted with without going on these heavy drugs. So anyway, let's get moving though.
Let's get moving.
All right, we're ready.
All right. Let's get our body moving. Start bouncing. Oh my gosh, this is not.
You want to keep your shoulders loose, like we talked about yesterday, and drop them down. You're bouncing. Oh, it feels so good on my shoulders. Hey, there's somebody helping.
Nice.
Easy enough, right? Working way down the inside. What this does is get all of those blood vessels. You either use that open hand or a fist, depending on, and everybody's different. Just do what feels good to you. Reach what you can reach. If you can't reach it, you don't need it, as Mike Chang always says. Really so fit to maintain our body that this just gets everything going in the morning. It just feels so good, especially around the neck area, the arms, back of the arms, get the side. You just kind of work your way up one side and down the other. If there's a tender spot, go a little bit lighter there. If you want to go harder in a spot, you can. But you should do this every morning. Do your chest. Your stomach. Gets things moving in your tummy.
Hands up. Shaking off water.
This one you want to just keep your arms loose and drop your shoulders down, just like you're shaking water off your hands. It feels so good. It just allows your body to relax. And the more your body relaxes, the less stress you have. And your body can relax during the day, literally all by itself. Ah, this one feels good too.
One hand forward, one hand back.
Sure.
Reach. Keep your feet pointing to the front.
This is a good size stretch.
Yeah, this is definitely good for the latissimus. Shoulders. Hip flexors. Bend your knees and bring down with force.
Make sure you're breathing.
Nice wide stance. Hands in front of you, palms up. Take one hand, keep your palm up, reach back, round, all the way behind you, and back.
It's called
The teacup exercise. Imagine you have a cup of hot tea in your hand. You're a Shaolin monk on the side of the Wudang Mountains. Other hand, reach back. Other way. Nice.
I like that
Very
one.
nice.
I don't know if
Yeah.
I could do it with a cup of hot tea, but let's see what we have. Are we done with our?
Yeah,
warm?
we're
Okay.
good with our warm-ups.
Sorry, interrupt
Can't
that.
see who's here. They're not listed.
We have a couple of Amy and Jill on Instagram. Good morning. Dana Brown. Hey, Dana. Dana Brown lives in Waterboro and he owns a paving company. So if any of you, I like to give shout outs to people with businesses. So if any of you pop on and you have your own business or you
State your business.
state your business and we'll state your business for you. But fantastic crew, does great work, has a, he was my neighbor when I lived in Waterboro. So wonderful, wonderful man. And he does a fantastic work. So paving in Waterboro, and they travel. I don't know how far they travel, but
All right,
anyway,
grab the kettlebell. Let's get ready, guys.
get ready for our workout. What size do you think I need?
I would just go with your regular kettlebell, the big one. Best thing to do once you figure out your proper kettlebell size, try and use it as much as possible. Only go down in weight on exercises that you're unsure of, or your form is, or you know your form isn't proper yet. Okay, feet on either side, fold at the hips, sit back, grab the kettlebell, two handles, seat your shoulders, and push into your heels. Deadlift. One, sit back.
And what size kettlebell are you using? What's the weight?
3. This is a 16 kilogram.
Which is how much in pounds?
It's 36, 35 and change.
So keep that in mind. That's really heavy. I have a smaller one. And if you need help in trying to figure out what you should start with first, you can private message us and we can help you with some information regarding what you might need.
And bring it up so that the handle is up, pulling it goblet style, sit. Bring it down. Pop it up again. Push it overhead. 1, lock your elbows down to the bottom. 2, 3, 4, bring it down. All right, let's do some swings. Two-handed swings. One-handed. 5 more. 6, 7. Change hands. Now alternate. And set it down.
Oh, we haven't done swings in a little bit.
Yeah. Stand with the kettlebell close to 1 foot. Turn your feet towards it, 45 degrees. Back hand on your hip. Front hand at your thigh, palm facing forward. Kick your hip back. Grab the handle. So the back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Push your hip forward to stand. 1. Set it down. Bring it to the other side. Feet to the 45. Fold into the back hip. Fold into the front hip. Reach down, grab the bell on the hand on your hip. Make sure your back is straight. Don't curve your back. And push your hip across. Keep your core fired.
Fire in the belly.
2. Point your feet to the front. Keep the kettlebell in the same hand. Swing it to the rack. Sit back into your hips. Press it overhead. Turn your feet 45 degrees. Hand on the inside of the thigh. We're going to do 5 more. You're going to keep your eyes on the kettlebell the entire time. Look up at the bell. Keep your hip across, bring the elbow to the knee. Back to standing. 1. Go as low as you like. Keep your eyes on the bell. 2. Keep your core fired. 3. 2 more. 4. 5. Pull it into the rack. Point your feet to the front. Change hands. Sit back into the hips. Press it overhead. Turn your feet away 45 degrees. Hand on the inside of the thigh. Look at the bell. Kick your hip back. Elbow to the knee. Hip back forward to lift. Go as low as you like. Eyes on the bell. 2. 3. 4. 5. Point your feet to the front. Pull the bell in. Sit back into the hips and set it down.
Wow, that was hard for me.
Oh, you used the big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard to keep this stable up here,
Yes.
but I did a good job.
So when you're lifting kettlebell, it's not a lot of weight. What's challenging about the kettlebell is knowing what to hold on to, what to let fire, what to stabilize, and what to use to activate for the motion. Right?
And this helps in your everyday jobs, like with the paving job. I know you guys lift a lot of things, you're moving, you're bent over, you're doing this, that, and everything else. This is what helps you do your everyday life and your jobs. And
functional strength.
And able to do it, you know, as you age and as time goes on.
That's right. Okay, let's do some workout now. We're going to do some long cycles. So swing to the rack and press overhead. We're going to do 5 on each side. And we'll do, how many should we do, Miss Kendra?
I don't know. What do you think?
Let's start at 30 of them.
Okay.
Okay, feet on either side, kettlebell in the middle. Swing it up to the rack position. Sit back into your hips. Press overhead. Return. Swing. Rack. 2. Swing. Rack. 3. Change hands. That's 10. Change hands. Use your body. Don't use your arm. Change hands. Change hands. One more set on each side. Change hands. Sit down.
Wow. Woo. Wow. That was a good one.
That's a lot.
That got my cardio going too. High five on that one. Woo. What else do I have here? Samantha White. Hello, hello. And Studio EG on Instagram.
Come on down to a seated position. Tilt the kettlebell forward, stick your thumbs through the handle. And then all at once, tip it back and then lift it. Elbows in. Handle goes to your chest. Feet and ankles together. Lean back a bit. Russian twist. And 2. And pick your feet up. Extend one leg. Switch feet. 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9. And set it down. Woo.
Wow.
Walk your kettlebell out till it's out by your feet. One on either side. Hold at the hip. Bring your chest towards your knees. Grab the handles of the kettlebell. Handle the kettlebells on that one. Pull yourself down. Firing your hip flexors, bringing your chest closer to your knees.
Don't worry about getting all the way down. You want to relax your muscles. If you let your muscles go and relax, you'll be able to stretch, and do not pull. Like if you feel any pain, stop. You'll feel a little bit of discomfort because stretching just does that.
Right.
But
Pull one foot in.
you don't have to go all the way down.
I've got my left leg out, so I'm going to undergrip the kettlebell with my left arm and then start to do a curl. Just going to bring my body down
Not going to lift the kettlebell. I'm just going to use it as a handle.
This is a great stretch.
Oh, yeah. Switch feet. Grip it. Point your toe to the sky. Back up. Last thing, stand up with the kettlebell in front of you. 2 hands down, leaving the kettlebell where it is. Stretching hamstrings, low back. Let the kettlebell go, come up to stand.
Needed that stretch. That is fantastic.
Nicely done, folks.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you for
joining
being
us
here.
this morning for this great workout.
Facebook,
So
YouTube, Instagram, and
Excited Tuesday.
IGTV.
Enjoy your day. Join us tomorrow morning because we're here Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. Whether we like it or not, that's what we're doing. And we want to motivate you to move your body, to get up and do these things. You can also re-watch these on Sensei David Hill's YouTube channel. So if you need to go over some basics, we have some basic videos. What we're doing today, or what we've done today, is a little more technical or harder so if you're just starting out, you'll want to watch the basic videos. Sending you love, joy, peace, happiness, and abundance to all of those in the world today, and particularly sending lots of love to those who are suffering today, hopefully in hopes that you'll have a beautiful day. Enjoy your day. Don't forget to stay present in what you're doing. Don't think about what's in front of you. Don't think about what's behind you. Really pay attention to what you're doing right now, every day, every moment in your day. Staying present is really the way to live. And we'll see you tomorrow morning.
6 a.m. Be
Have
there.
a fantastic day. Love you guys.